to my third video. We're gonna be talking about more NBA offseason news because today's the first day where you can sign players. So the all of the signings, players opting in, opting out of their contracts, and a few more trades. I am making this video at 8:44 at night. So there are some trades that did happen that didn't make this article, which will be in tomorrow's video. Just letting you know. I'll try to get more videos in like earlier in the day, so this might get posted at late at night. So hopefully I can get videos in the morning. Now that I am on Thanksgiving break, I can film in the morning and edit, upload in the afternoon. So without further ado, let's get started. NBA offseason. Today's November 19th roundup. Reports. Hawks trade Dedmon to the Pistons. Okay, so the Pistons get Dwayne Dedmon for Kyrie Thomas and Tony Snell. I mean, that's cool. Atlanta gets rid of their backup center for just two guys. That's not the worst thing in the world. And they're dumping. They're not really dumping salary. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's cool. They're dropping a little bit of money. They just they get some more shooters off the bench, which is good. It's good. And the Pistons get a front court presence and rebounder, which is good. So yeah, I say this is a good team, good trade for both teams. It fits well for what they need, what they're gonna need for hopefully push for the playoffs. I don't know if the Pistons will, but I mean the Hawks they could. If Trae Young and John Collins are just able to step it up, Clint Capella hit that next level, possibly a Kongu hit that next level, they should be fine because they have two centers now, so they don't need Dwayne Dedmon. So and they get shooters off the bench for Atlanta. So perfect trade. All right, we have Gordon Hayward opts out of his contract. Interesting. This I find interesting because yeah, he was an amazing player. He was dominant in Utah. He was like an absolute god. So he got his bag. He got his bag. Goes to the Celtics and with his bag and he declines his 34 million. I don't think he's gonna get paid more than 34 million next year. I don't think a team will offer more than 34 million unless it's like the Knicks. But then I mean it would just be a Knicks thing to do to just sign Gordon Hayward to a $34 million contract. And yeah, he'll become an unrestricted free agent. I mean, good for him. What he's probably planning on doing is taking a pay cut to go to a championship contender. Celtics are a championship contender, and he would still get paid 34 million. So I don't really understand why he did that, but I mean, it's his choice. He doesn't want the money. He'd rather go to a team where he feels like he's guaranteed a championship. Boston Celtics, as amazing as they aren't a guaranteed championship. To go to a team like the Nets, the Lakers, I mean, even the Clippers, I guess that's kind of a little bit more of a guaranteed championship. I don't know. The Boston Celtics are still really good without Gordon Hayward. They will be missing out on him probably. And I don't know what they'll do. I mean, Neesmith could slide into the starting role if that's their plan, because they have to do something to replace Gordon Hayward. Cause they weren't given an option for this. They probably assumed he was going to opt in because it's $34 million, but he didn't, and now they'll have to work with it, which is all right. Because I mean, it's the Celtics; they'll be fine. The Knicks are in play. Indiana is also in play, and they could re-sign Hayward to a long-term deal, which also makes sense. They could do. Yeah, he could. He's a demand on the trade market. Could be acquired via sign and trade. That is also. I mean, he had really good stats: 17.5 points per game, 6.7 rebounds, 4.1 assists. Obviously, not as where he was in the Jazz, where he dropped like over 20 a game. So yeah. All right. To report, Enes Kanter opts in. I mean, of course, uh, the Boston Celtics backup, or I mean, he could be the backup center or starting center, I guess. Enes Kanter opts in for 5 million. Good for him. That's good. Celtics decline Wanamaker's qualifying offer. Ooh, they're letting go of Brad. They're letting go of Brad Wanamaker. Interesting. I mean, they'll be fine without him. So that's great. All right, Brooklyn Nets Temple option not picked up, so they're going with Garrett Temple, but will not have his 5 million option picked up, so they're letting him go, which is fine. Yeah, Garrett Temple. I mean, he's not gonna do much because their team is so like deep. I mean, if they don't trade for someone, their team is pretty deep, and they have their backup, they have their point guards and theirs, and so he'll, yeah, they don't need Garrett Temple, so it's all good. We have Dwayne Bacon won't get qualifying offer. This was expected. I mean, he's not that good of a player. I mean, he actually he wasn't horrible. He dipped. Oh, he was playing in the G League. Ah, yeah, I remember this actually. Yeah, Dwayne Bacon got. Yeah, he's done. He's done. Yeah. Hardaway Jr. opting in with the Mavs. This is expected. He'll exercise. I mean, 19 mil. I mean, why not? You're going to like a team with like one of like two like amazing future guys and Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Why not just become like the small forward for them or the sixth man for them? Either one. And yeah, or it could be the shooting guard. Luka be the point guard, which is yeah, have an all star in the backcourt and Luka Doncic, and a capable sidekick for him is Tim Hardaway Jr. That's perfect. I mean, yeah, it's good. They'll probably even re-sign him next year. I mean, he's putting up really good stats. He's putting up good stats for the role he plays. Obviously, these aren't amazing stats, but for the role he plays, he's doing his job and he's getting the job done. So Mavericks are happy. He's happy. He's getting money. Everything's good there, so it's good he accepts the player option. Mavs get Richardson from Sixers. Oh, I think we've talked about this before. Seth Curry for Josh Richardson in the 36th pick. Good trade. Sixers add more shooting. Dallas adds more defense. Good all around trade. Oh, Curry is married to Callie Rivers, the daughter of Sixers head coach. Did not know that. I didn't know Doc Rivers and the Rivers and the Currys are related. I guess some way, not blood related, but related, marriage related. It's pretty cool. The Pistons get Dedmon from Hawks. Yeah, we went over this. Pistons add Ariza and draft night. Yeah, the Robert Covington for Ariza and 2 first round picks. We've gone over this, and the ones I've gone over, if you want to see them, go check out my past videos and drop a like on them. It's greatly appreciated. So if you want to know more and what I kind of think about these trades that I'm not talking about now, because I've already talked about them before and I don't want to waste too much time, just go check out my other videos. If you like this one, you'll definitely enjoy the other ones. The Warriors are finalizing a deal for Kelly Oubre. Interesting, interesting. So I don't know if the trade has existed yet, cause like this was made this article was made this morning. So I don't know if they've like finalized a deal by now, but for the sake of the video, um, let me see if they have. Let me see if they have a trade going. And no, I think it's just Kelly Oubre for a protected 1st round pick. They're just gonna absorb the salary. OKC is knocking off all the salary from Kelly Oubre and sending him to the Warriors, which will be a good fit with Klay Thompson gone. Unfortunately, I mentioned this last video that Kelly Oubre will be a good fit next to Curry, and I guess shooting guard. They'll probably play. Actually, I don't know what they're gonna do. This is a situation where they wish they kept D'Angelo Russell, easily slide in as the number 2 next to Steph Curry. But no, they'll probably have Andrew Wiggins slide in there and put Oubre at the 3, or vice versa. I mean, not opposed to each of them. They'll just run the shooting guards last small forward duo. Shooters, that's what it is. Rockets keep David Nwaba. They exercise his player option. Rockets at deal Ariza to the Pistons. Yeah, we know about this. The Los Angeles Clippers, JaMychal Green. They has declined his player option, which I mean I don't think the Clippers are really worried about that. It's $5 million. They don't have to worry about. He was a key contributor off the bench, but yeah, 6-6. That's actually not bad for the role he played. A little unfortunate for them, but what do you do? I mean, they can always re-sign him. Maybe he wants a little bit more money, but it's just really up to them what they want, what they can see the future is, because there's rumors about Russell Westbrook and rumors about other players that could go to the Los Angeles Clippers. And I heard this isn't in the, and I don't think this is going to be in the article, but Montrezl Harrell did sign with the Los Angeles Lakers about an hour ago, from when I'm recording this, around 8 o'clock. So that would be at 7 o'clock. Montrezl Harrell signed with the LA Lakers, which is interesting. It adds some more depth to the Lakers, but the Clippers, they could have offered them more money. So obviously there's a reason why they didn't offer him more money, or offer like, or I don't know, if he just legit said no, because now the think Clippers have more money to work with. They could absorb a salary like a Russell Westbrook. So we don't know what their real plan is. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. But they've lost another 5 million, and then they did pick up Marcus Morris contract. I don't know if this is going to be on it. His his player option, or sorry, they re-signed him to like a good big contract. I mean, they re-signed him for 4 million. It's pretty insane. $4 million for a player for 4 years for him. So he's locked up for good. He's set because after that, that's gonna be his last contract. Definitely, he'll be like 35 by then. Anyway, moving on. Oh yeah, speaking of the Rockets, before we move on, yeah, they did sign. They're on the trade right now. Right now, probably be finalized in about an hour or two. They are signing Christian Wood, which is interesting. Good for them. I mean, it's good, just a good run center for them, depending on what they do, because James Harden and Russell Westbrook both requested trades out of Houston, but we don't know if they, because the Rockets did say if they didn't, they're not going to get a good package for either of them. They're just not going to trade them. So it's interesting. It's very interesting what's going to happen here. And yeah, Christian Wood could be that guy for the center because they did get rid of Robert Covington, and they're just gonna have to dump salary. But Christian Wood's a good pickup for them. This hasn't been released on the article yet because this happened about 2 hours ago. Or actually, it's still in the process, so it hasn't been completed yet. But I'm pretty sure if all these people are talking about it, and it's all over the gram and all over YouTube, then yeah, it's gonna happen eventually. Anyway, on to the Lakers. I don't want to waste too much time. Quinn Cook is waived. That's sad. I don't know why. Okay, actually, this makes sense now because they wanted to free up a little bit of salary for Montrezl Harrell to offer him just enough to get him over the top. Unless he just wanted to go there in the first place, because there were reports that he wanted to go to the Toronto Raptors, but I guess the Lakers, he just wants to be a little snake. But I mean, what do you do? What do you do? You can't control these players. He can do whatever he wants, pretty much, if he's an unrestricted free agent. So yeah, JaVale McGee opted in. I mean, it's fine. He played well for them at the center position. They won a chip, and he helped. So boom, re-sign him. Quinn Cook, waiving. That's sad, but he'll get a contract. He'll get a job. I don't think he'll be locked in free agency. If he is, someone will sign him when the season starts. I mean, he's just that guy. He just helped them. He's that guy. He's that guy. I don't think he'll go over. Yeah, Shooter officially heads to LA. I said this in my previous videos that yes, two sixth mans, Montrezl Harrell and Dennis Shooter joined the Lakers. I don't know how to feel about that. Oh yeah, and by the way, Anthony Davis said he's not gonna re-sign with the Los Angeles Lakers for a few days. I didn't mean to scare any of you guys, but he's not gonna re-sign with the Los Angeles Lakers for a few days to check out his options. So he'll probably re-sign. He's on track to, but for you Lakers fans, just a little worrying for Laker fans because he's not 100% there. And when a player's not 100% there, you have to have a little bit of worry because I mean, if he's not 100%, anything can happen. I mean, no one knew Montrezl Harrell was gonna go to the Lakers, and here we are. So we'll see what happens. I mean, as I said, any player can do what they want if they're an unrestricted free agent. Kelly Olynyk opts in for 2021. This was expected. I mean, man's getting paid $14 million a year to come off the bench. So yeah, this is his last season here. He's probably gonna get there. I don't think they're gonna re-sign him with. I don't think they will re-sign him. I mean, he's good. I mean, he played good in game three. I mean, like game three of the finals. I just realized that this was here. I promise I didn't look at that to say that. But yeah, because he was like that guy. He was that guy. He played well. So I mean, he shows that he can if you had like a bigger role. So maybe to go into a place like I mean, I guess the Charlotte Hornets to run some power forward wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for him. So yeah, accept this. Try again with Miami Heat to possibly get a ring or to get somewhere to get his name out there in the South Beach. Then after that, go take a pay cut and go to a championship contender. It's just something that Kelly Olynyk can do to help out a championship contender on a cheaper contract. But right now, yeah, get your money right now, because you're not gonna get that anytime soon. I promise that unless he goes off, this season, he's not gonna get paid more than 8 million. I mean, unless some team really really wants him. So here we go. The third round of the Arizona Silver Experience in Milwaukee is coming to an end with him being waived. They did this. Okay, I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. Wait, the Bucks sign and trade for Bogdanovich is in a flux. Oh shoot! I was gonna say because I was hella confused. I swear. Yeah. Oh, so the Bucks sign and trade deal is off. Oh, they accepted it and they just said no. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. So I mean that's the thing for Giannis. I mean they got him his stuff and he was happy about it and now that the deal's off that how does that affect Giannis? How would you feel if your team went all in and now they're backing out? and now you're like, oh, okay, so we have half. You got half the job done. You didn't do the other half. I don't think they're willing to give up all of that. I think they kind of like hit a thing, not, but and then they waive Ilyasova. So like, what was the point? What was the point? You might as well just get. I don't understand. I don't understand what they were doing. I don't understand the whole purpose of this. But this is, I'm confused. We'll find out more about this, and I'll talk about this more later when we find out more. It's 7:03 a.m. So yeah, within the next couple of days, maybe in tomorrow's episode, I'll talk more about this and what happened because we don't know too much right now of why. What's the purpose and if they're even allowed to do this because I did see on the gram that something about like the Bucks might get fined for doing this, so we'll find out more about it later, and when we do we'll talk about it in more detail, but for now let's move on, keep it moving. Wolves in talk to reacquire Rubio because he was on the team before. That's why they said reacquire. And Ricky Rubio for the 17th pick. So the Thunder reportedly would acquire the 17th pick and send Rubio the 25th and 28th. So 25, 28, and Rubio would push them up to 17. Which, I mean, they would get the... crap, I can't remember his name. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. The center that they took. I mean, if you watch my last video, you'll know. So there you go. Go watch my last video. After this, of course, finish this first and like the video. Rubio was added by the Thunder from the Phoenix Suns in a Chris Paul trade earlier this week. Yeah, so he's getting double flipped, which he's a good player. 13, 8, 8. He plays his role well. He's on a slightly big. No. He's on a big contract for what he can do. But on his contract, it's not one of the worst contracts in the world. I mean, look at him. It's pretty good. Next to someone like Devin Booker. Obviously, they have Chris Paul now, which is like an upgrade to this. But him on the Minnesota Timberwolves, I think. Yeah, I think it would be good. D'Angelo Russell play some off ball, or Rubio just lead the second unit. Not the worst idea in the world. It's good because then they get 17th overall pick, but they get some depth. And they can also take two people from 25 and 28 because they need young assets. Not saying they don't have any, but like they haven't. I mean, Josh Okogie, Jarrett Culver haven't turned exactly into what they probably thought they were gonna be. So two more chances right here rather than one, a little bit higher in a draft like this where we don't know because people like Nico Mannion could have gone top 10 and he went like 50, he went like 48 or something like that. So giving up one for two and a player who put up these numbers, not the worst choice in the world. Thunder have too many first round picks, so sending two for one also makes sense for them because they can't have a plethora of players or else they're gonna have to waive some. And it's just not a thing you want to really go through to waive these young rookies like so young because you have a plethora of them and just can't take them. So yeah, good for both sides. Good for both sides. Knicks acquire Ed Davis from the Jazz. Acquiring Ed Davis and 2 second-round picks. Wait, what? Okay. The Utah and the Jazz are trading Ed Davis and 2 seconds to the Knicks. For what? It doesn't say. It doesn't say. So, okay. So we don't know more about this. So I'll talk more about this when more things come out because we don't know. I mean, unless it says, am I tripping? New York Knicks are acquiring Ed Davis and 2 second-round picks in a trade with the Jazz. So we don't know what the Jazz are going to give up for the. Oh, wait. We don't know what the New York Knicks are. Sorry, the New York Knicks are going to give up for this. Maybe it says when like the Jazz come around, but for now we don't know. Yeah. So it's 2 seconds, and there's like a list of things that they're going on. I don't know. Knicks pass on Portis's options, waive Gibson and Payton. Oh, shoot. The Knicks declining the player option on Bobby Portis, as well as waiving Taj Gibson, Wayne Ellington, Kenny Wooten, and Alfred Payton. Wow. Portis was scheduled to make Gibson. Jeez. Wow. They have a lot of money. They have like too much money now. They don't know what to do. I mean, maybe they're trying to fill up two max free slots, but I mean, could it be a possibility? They just signed all their veterans and then just released all of them, including Alfred Payton, which is interesting. They declined their option on the opens. Jeez. They just said no. Wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, I mean, good for the Knicks. I mean, they kind of needed to hit a reset button this entire time. Signing Taj Gibson and Julius Randle, probably not the best ideas in the world now that they're both gone. Julius Randle's not gone, but Taj Gibson is gone, and now they have Obi Toppin to kind of take the floor. They need to do something with Julius Randle, though, because Obi Toppin and Julius Randle starting together, I don't know if that's the best idea in the world. So, yeah, do something with Julius Randle. Get Obi Toppin just to become the star and become that dude in New York. Get him to develop because he's at that time where when he hits 25, try to do the Zion and KD Kyrie thing, but maybe instead of KD Kyrie, get like two other people. I mean, maybe in KD if you can wait 3 years. Obi Toppin hits kind of his day his year where he's kind of there. He's that guy. He's just and then sign like a KD and maybe a James Harden. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We don't know what's gonna happen if people re-sign with their teams or not. But try to get two max or just one max free agent and just pair him with Obi Toppin and try to get to the playoffs. I mean, it's not. It's not. I mean, yeah, they're not gonna keep these players. I'm glad they're getting rid of all these players. That's my point. Thunder trade Oubre to the Warriors. We talked about this. They exercise option on Diallo. Good for them. Good for them. I mean, it's slam dunk winner. Yeah, I mean he's Hamidou Diallo's he's a coming player. He averaged 7. I'll round up for him. 7 and 4 with 19 minutes and 37. Yeah, he improved. That's all. That's what you want to see. He got 9 more minutes, put up more points, and I'm assuming more rebounds and assists and stuff like that. Whatever. Veteran big man Mike Muscala is foregoing free agency and will stick with the Thunder going forward. Good for him. I mean, he's older. I mean, he'll help out, train some people. He's pretty good. Yeah, I mean that's not bad. That's not bad. Thunder added Hal Forford with one of the picks. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this in past videos. So I'm just move on. Sixers were probably okay. Yeah, we talked about this and we talked about this. Yeah, these later ones there might be some like with trades that we've already talked about. I'm not gonna try to talk about them again. So Suns declined Kaminsky's option. Suns center Frank Kaminsky will become a UFA. I'm gonna call them UFAs. UFA is unrestricted free agent. For those of you guys who don't know, so he'll become a UFA and he will decline his $5.2 million team option. So yeah, he's gone. Kaminsky's gone. He'll get picked up from somewhere, and he's backup center somewhere. Yeah, he could go to a place like take a pay cut and go to like the Lakers or something like that. And all right, yeah, cause blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. So there's no deal. There was never a deal. Okay, so yeah, we don't know about this yet. So we'll figure that out later. The Jazz. Oh, it might be because Bogey wants to go to a different team and told them just don't even try to sign me. Just shut up and don't sign me. And I'm not going to the Milwaukee Bucks, or maybe the Milwaukee Bucks will sign. I don't know what they'll do. Yeah, maybe it'll be a sign and trade with a different team. Maybe that's why. That could make sense. All right. Trade Ed Davis to the thing. We still don't know. Yeah, we still don't know. It doesn't say anything here. That's it. That is it. Oh, okay, so there's some stuff here. All right, Joe Harris agrees to re-sign with the Brooklyn Nets. Cool. It's good. It's great. I mean, that's nice. Davis Bertans returns to the Wizards on a 5-year deal. Whoa, 5 years, senor. Damn, 5-year, 80 mil. Whew. Man, he got it. He got it. He's good now. He's set. He's set. Wow, good for him. Good for him. That's all I can really say. Yeah, good for him. Yeah, that's awesome. Like what is that? Like that's for yeah, good for him. Good for Davis Bertans. We have Jeremy Grant agrees to big deal with Pistons. Who? What they sign him for? 3 years, 60 mils, 20 mil a year for Jeremy Grant. What's with the Pistons? So the Pistons. Wait, didn't the Pistons to sign Julia Okafor, Mason Plumlee, and Jeremy Grant and Josh Jackson? Jeez. They drafted Killian Hayes and just traded shooting guard Luke Kennard to the part of the blah 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 blah. And then why do they okay? So the Detroit Pistons have Jeremy Grant, who's a big guy, Julia Okafor, who's a big guy, Mason Plumlee, who's a big guy, and then traded for Dwayne Dedman. That's 4 big guys. Oh, we'll stretch it. So they're gonna waive Dedman. All right. Oh, there's another trade still yet to be made official that the Detroit would acquire Trevor Reed. So they're just going all in. They're just like, okay, yeah, we're not doing so good. Let's just get everyone. So that obviously means with bringing in 50,000 bigs, the Blake Griffin's probably gone. Derrick Rose is gonna be gone. That's pretty obvious. That's gonna happen eventually. And yeah, geez, it's a lot. Montrezl Harrell agrees to sign with the Lakers. I talked about this. I didn't know I was gonna find this, so I just said it before. He's agreed to a 2-year deal with the Lakers. Yeah, he took a little bit of a. He could have gotten. Well, I'm not saying he took a pay cut, but he could have gotten paid a lot more if he really, really wanted to. 6'7" big man is out before. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he could have gotten paid more money. He was really good. 6th man of the year. But he decided to take a smaller contract, not slightly smaller contract, not too much smaller than what he would have gotten, to go to the Lakers to chase a ring, obviously. I mean, no one goes to the Lakers not to chase a ring when they have two top 5 players in the NBA. Dwight Howard reaches 1 year deal with the Sixers. Ooh, back up to Joel Embiid, be like. Yeah, 1 year contract. We don't know what it is. Oh, it's a vet min for 2.6. Cool. Nice job, Dwight. Yeah, I like the vet min minimum. I really like that. And Danilo Gallinari to sign with the Atlanta Hawks. Ooh, this is good. This is good. Some shooting off the bench, or yeah, some shooting off the bench. He's nuts. I mean, yeah, you could start a small forward if they really wanted to stretch it like that. Yeah, they could start him as small forward, but maybe yeah, 3 years, 61.5. Yeah, get your bag, move. Get your bag. Wait, how old is Danilo? How old is Danilo? Hold on. How old is Danilo? He's 32. Okay. So he's 32. So he's got a 3 year deal, so he'll be 35 and he'll still okay. All right, Atlanta. Um I like the signing. I like the contract because I mean, yeah, he's gonna get his bag for now, and he's always a tradable He's a tradable contract, but 3 years, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That might be too much. That's a little too much. 3 years, he'll be 35. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. They should have done 2 years. And I believe that is it. Unless there's anything else. Unless there's anything else, I don't think so. So yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Please subscribe so I can get monetized. I'd really appreciate it. And drop a like if you want to, but like it doesn't really matter until I'm monetized. So like do the subscribe thing first. That's priority. And then when I hit 1,000, you can start liking my videos. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what time this will get uploaded, but it'll be late at night, so you're probably watching this in the morning. So if you enjoyed it, if you stayed this far, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with my next episode. Subscribe so you don't miss out on it. Thank you so much. Bye.